Hi everybody, welcome to the Scary Music Party. This is our first official show because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and then I kind of came up with a plan, so that's what we're going to do. We have lots of stuff to cover, so I'm going to get straight into the Scary Pool Party news. So, of course, the first thing on the agenda has to be the video. The video is out. SPP released Escape Thursday, May 13th, 2021 at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was a collaboration with Freckled Sky, Image Beyond Technology, Nowhere to Run Productions. So I'm going to play the song first, and then I'm going to do a little review of the song. And I mean, we all know that I'm a huge fan of his experimental music. I think that I really love the song, and I will get into some of my impressions in a little bit. First, here is the song Escape by Scary Pool Party. Okay, so first of all, this song for me is incredible. Like, oh my God, did you catch the finger picking on the electric guitar? Like, clearly SPP is not going to be put in a box, which I love. It's one of the things I love about him. He is like the rebel with a cause, only he's also the nice guy that doesn't do drugs and actually stands for something in life. And I like that. However, it is apparent by this point, he isn't giving up acoustic music. He isn't going to give up his experimental side either. And for the people that like his experimental side, I am extremely thrilled that he hasn't caved to the pressure of some of the fans that are just lobbying for the acoustic album. That said, I am super excited about the acoustic album. However, I love this song. I think it's hard hitting. I think it's what he loves. Like, I think this kind of music drives him, and you can tell by his song selection. I know that he loves a lot of different kinds of music, and you can also tell that. I love that he was playing the electric guitar in this video. And it was intense. And he looked good, by the way. I loved his hair color. So the song, I love the beginning. You're kind of traveling around this other dimension. The drums kick in. Looks like Andy Prado playing. Can't confirm that because they're all like covered. However, if it looks like Andy and plays like Andy and sounds like Andy, maybe it's probably Andy. This song hits hard, and it is perhaps one of the hardest songs that he has, and I couldn't be happier. But let's just talk about the video, because I think I'm an animator. I have a degree in animation, and I can tell you that this video is amazing. I can tell the skill level of the animators that did it, and the effects are amazing. You can color me completely impressed with this video, and whoever did the effects, and I have a list I'm going to go over, but this video was insane as far as graphics. I would love to be right in the middle of that video just watching it. I could totally see it as a game. Totally see it as a game. And I think somebody said that earlier today, that this looks like a big boss fight, right? Because that's what it looks like. The graphics are sick. They're so good. Also love the story. You know, with SPP, there's always going to be a story. He has a story. So you see the wheel turning around. What I got from that is maybe that represents his mind, like the gears in his head constantly spinning. You see the robot, which is kind of bondaged up in these ties, and you see a spider, a robotic spider. I don't know if that represents like a black widow, a spider that destroys her mate. And, you know, so the spider kind of comes up and is kind of taunting him and playing with him and electrocuting him. And you see the robot fight to get away, and he starts falling. And the interesting thing about this is, and this is why I think that this video is his mind, because when the robot is falling, it's kind of interchanged with him as well. So like, he is the robot entwined in this kind of other world. And he's trying to escape. He's trying to rescue this female robot across the way, right? So he breaks free and he like falls and falls and falls, and you see Scary Pool Party falling and falling and falling, and he climbs up, and this is like the heaviest part of the song, and he's like fighting against everything to get to her, and he's just out of reach always, and he finally gets to the top. And there she is. And then she kind of just fades away. And he goes right back into this state of bondage that he's been in. And, so he's like defeated again. And to me, like, this represents a cycle, right? Because it has the same beginning and the same ending. So this is something he seems to be going through over and over and over. And I also love the symbolism at the end when it shuts down, which represents to me that it's part of his mind, that this is something that he feels trapped in his head. And that's why I think the gears represent his mind too, because all of this is kind of going on, and the music is kind of the catalyst for all of these things that are trapped in his mind. And then you see it stop, and it kind of shuts down and goes back to reality. So this video for me, probably one of the best videos that I've seen this year, definitely, but maybe in the last couple of years. I was always super impressed by the video that was in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I thought that video was amazing. It was animated as well. It's one of my favorites. This is definitely up there for me. I thought the video was amazing. I'm just going to go down the people that were involved in this video because there's quite a few. So the show production was done by Freckled Sky. The producers were Val Skigavik. I cannot say this. It's Syganevich. Katya Karapka. Associate producers Nadia Gonchar, Tala Fativa. I'm totally killing these, I'm sure. Concept and creative direction was TRI Direction. Creative directors Maria Hiroshenko, Natalia Lysikova, and Natalia Rovenska. XR stage setup, XRARUE content, Pixela Labs. Producer Artem Kovalchuk. Lead tech artist Maxim Slobodian. 3D artists Oris Krill, Dmitro Boruskov, Dmitro Ishutin, Lib Shishkov, Andrei Cheretiny. VFX artists Bodin Shostak. Engineers Artem Garabits, Stanislav Shivra, and special thanks to Vitaly Boyko. Virtual production studio and tech support LMG. Project manager and MD touring Craig Mitchell. DOP Patrick Klegel. Lighting designer Kyle Keegan. Lighting tech Virginia Squasick. Disguise operator Stephen Rumplick. Stipe and records Pedro Henriquez. Video and EIC Damien Gravois. LED Steve Reed. Audio Scott Craig. Rigger Scott England. Jib operator Adam Chamula. Project manager Kevin Moz. Account executive Juliana Stern. COVID officer Tim Scourman. Camera and talent tracking by Stipe and Dragomir Marasovic. Makeup artist Kelly Belmont. Animation and post-production Nowhere to Run Productions. So whenever you do an animated video, like there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of people that work on it. Some people are better at rigging. Rigging is like making the animated characters move. They actually build rigs to move them around in the 3D environment. So you have a lot of you have environment people. So it's huge anyway, is the point. I just wanted to call out the people that worked on this because it was so good. The lyrics, I couldn't get all the lyrics. I did get some of them. Pleased to meet you. I'm tired of myself, neglecting everything and ruining my health. I'm sick of everything and tired of my own pain, tired of pain. And the talking part where he's like, you locked me in a cage, you sent me far away, you told the world they'd never see me again. So this video just seems to be this tormenting of this character. I love it kudos to everybody that worked on this, because I think it deserves like an award or something, because I absolutely adored this video. And yeah, so that was like the biggest news this week for Scary Pool Party, was this song Escape. And we'll see how it does. I hope that it goes viral. I really do. I think he deserves it. I know he had a lot of people that were just like, saying congratulations on this and just giving him shout outs on the web. And I'm trying to find all of them. So we had, who do we have? Cody Deer gave him a shout out on Instagram. He was also the one that said it looked like a sickest final boss fight. Program called him out so far. Nick DePiro called him out. Six Song Video. Morgan J. Faith called him out. And the list goes on. I mean, this video is just so good. I can't even, stress from a technical perspective, which is something I can talk about because I have experience in this industry, is the people that worked on this video were absolutely talented, without a doubt. Without a doubt, this was a very well executed animated video. So we're going to move on now. When I first started this show, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do, because I already do probably, 2 hours of Scary Fan Party. I did Alt Nation. I had this other block that I was trying to, cover another artist in. The problem was I'm not quite as addicted to that artist as I am to Scary Pool Party. So I decided I wanted to do something else, and I used to do the report, which I put up on YouTube, and this will go up on YouTube as well after the fact. But I wanted to kind of make it like a Scary Pool Party universe type of thing, because there's a lot that goes on around Scary Pool Party and the people that he works with and the things that he does, that I feel like there's enough stuff there. Plus American Idol, right? Because American Idol, I don't know what American Idol is doing. They have me, they lose me, they have me, they lose me. So this year, I was not happy about the switch up, bringing the contestants back. I won't say that I was happy that he got voted off. I want to talk about Arthur Gunn because, there's this whole thing with comparing everybody to Scary Pool Party. And I get it. Scary Pool Party was amazing, and he is one of a kind. And, but that's just it. He is one of a kind. I don't think that there's going to be a Scary Pool Party every single season of American Idol. Do I think that there are super talented individuals on that show? I do. And I think that the judges and the show are taking the competition more seriously. However, I do think they screwed up a little bit this year. I didn't like bringing the contestants back. I have read both sides of the argument. I think that, American Idol wants to increase their viewership, and I get that. I just don't think it was the right way to do it. I think if they wanted to give last season a show, give them their own show. Let them actually compete in front of a live audience. Then see how it shakes out. Now, with regard to Arthur Gunn, I think he's talented. I do. I think he deserves a career. I'm not out to get anybody this season. Although I wasn't out to get anybody even in Alejandro's season either. I just knew that Alejandro was the most talented person there. So to compare Arthur Gunn to Scary Pool Party, I think is completely ridiculous. One, because you just can't do it. For one, his guitar playing, while it's good, on a technical level is nowhere near Alejandro. It's not even close, okay? Not to mention that Alejandro plays the electric guitar, the keyboards, the piano. He does his own drumming and his own drum beats. So Scary Pool Party's overall production agility is much higher than Arthur Gunn's. So it's not comparing apples to apples. What you are doing is comparing an acoustic guitar player who's very good to somebody who is a genius, which one is not fair to Arthur Gunn, and two, I don't see it. I don't see the likelihood of Arthur Gunn ever being Scary Pool Party. And people can hate that I say that. I am not trying to insult Arthur Gunn, and I don't not think he deserves a career. In fact, I will say that I think everybody on that show as of late deserves to have a career. This year, I think the competition is crazy. I am happy that they brought in producers to work with the artists and develop an original song. That I liked. That decision, I thought, was one of the best decisions they've made this season. I like that they're giving the artists a chance to shine. I think that was definitely influenced by Scary Pool Party because he was on the show. And I think he changed a lot. I think he made them look at artists differently. You know, because what were they missing before? Did they miss somebody who had the ability to write and produce the way that he does? And not everybody is going to be able to do that. But can you base an entire show on looking for that one type of artist? And I think you can't. I think that they typically are looking for a singer. They are looking for a top 40 singer. And as Scary Pool Party fans, I think we need to keep that in mind. Because calling it a karaoke show, yes, it is kind of a karaoke show. However, there are very talented people that go on that show. And not all of them are karaoke people, but that is what they're looking for. They are looking for the Taylor Swifts of the world. The fact that we found Scary Pool Party and even Arthur Gunn on that show says a lot about the fact that people trust the show to go on there. And it says a lot about the fact that Scary Pool Party's music is that it reaches that many people. But I don't think it's going to happen every single year. Now, this year, I do think that I have a favorite. I definitely love Casey. I think that she is freaking amazing. Her voice is insane. And the fact that she didn't even know she could sing and she used to sing to her hairbrush just blows me away. Like, this girl is seriously good and she's 16. That's crazy. Her career is only just beginning. She gives me crazy, crazy Janis Joplin vibes all the time. Love, love, love her. I think anybody on the show this year, though, I think they all deserve a career. I love Willie. I love Grace. I loved Alyssa. I was so upset that Alyssa got voted off. And I think that was kind of Arthur's downfall because so many people loved Alyssa. They just didn't vote enough. So, we're back to this thing with American Idol where, okay, how much are we going to change this show till we figure out? And that said, I do think they had to change what they did last year because so many people showed up thinking they could do an original song and we're going to strike gold like Alejandro did. But that's just not possible. I mean, how many Alejandro Arandas do you think there are in a generation? There isn't a lot. Okay? There is one, maybe every generation, maybe every 25 years. He is different. And while we celebrate that, we have to remember that when we're judging other people by his bar, because we can't judge other people by his bar. And so that's it. I mean, I know that was a little bit of a soapbox, but I've just been going through all the stuff I've read and all the comments I've read, and I kind of feel like we're being kind of hard on American Idol. Even I was completely against Arthur being back on the show. Not because I disliked Arthur, because I didn't think it was fair to the other contestants. So what do you do in that case? Right? I just thought it was an unfair move. I think they should have come up with a different idea. That said, They kind of got me back when they let the producers come in and help the people work on their own songs. I want to hear their own songs. I probably will buy Casey's song. I love that she's rock. I love that she has that crazy Janis Joplin vibe about her. I think that's amazing. So yeah, and I want to hear Willie's song. I want to hear Grace's song. And I think that we're headed in a good direction with the producer thing. Hopefully they do not do this. I did have one theory that I was talking to a friend about on Facebook, and I thought it was an interesting theory. They were trying to incorporate past contestants. I guess they do that on The Voice or something, where they incorporate past contestants into the current show. And I really hope that American Idol doesn't do that. I think it's a mistake, and I stand by what I say. I just think it's a mistake. And besides, it's already been done, and you shouldn't do what other people are doing. Do something original. Be original in your programming. Like, yes, it's harder to be original than it is to steal an idea, but somebody's already doing it, and they're doing it well, so let it go. Like, just do your own show. Don't be a karaoke show, and don't be a show that has to, like, pander to drama because that's what the world demands. Or at least kind of try to keep it down a little bit. Like, let's not just go full force into, being the drama show. Like, I feel like they tried to do that with the couple thing. And like the season before that was Gabby Barrett. I guess she married somebody, and then the winners married each other. I don't know. Like, there was a whole thing, and they played that up, right? So I don't know. I guess for me, I'm just going to stay tuned. I keep saying I'm not going to watch anymore, but I'm very curious because they did find Alejandro on that show. And Alejandro, I would absolutely go anywhere to see him. And without a doubt, I would go anywhere to see him. He is amazing in concert. I love that people want to play festivals with him. I love that everybody loves him. And because that's how I feel about him. And, if other people feel that way, and all these stars feel that way, and all these people that are making music in the industry take him seriously, that's all I want for him. So, and I want him to be successful in whatever way he wants that success. And I'm not completely sure that it's going to be the acoustic road. I think he will always do acoustic music. I think that that's part of his soul as well. But I think it's been hard for people to swallow that the alternative, hard-hitting stuff sometimes is part of his soul too. And so is jazz, and so is, lounge music and classical. This guy is just never going to be put in a box. So I think people just need to stop trying to make him Taylor Swift. And I say that all the time. And Taylor Swift is amazing. And I love Taylor Swift. I do. I have her songs. Love Story is probably one of my favorite songs on earth. And I love that song. It's my freaking ringtone when I wake up, my alarm clock, because it's about Romeo and Juliet. I have a whole thing about it. But anyway, that is my alarm when I wake up. So I love Taylor Swift. But Scary Pool Party isn't Taylor Swift, and he's never going to be that top 40 guy. Even if he does have an album that goes top 40, you need to realize that that's not where he's ever going to stay. He is not going to keep doing the same thing. He will release acoustic music, and I think he will absolutely release top 40 music. But I also think that he is going to have other parts of him that come out. He's always going to be that guy that has multiple genres in him, and you never know what to expect, and you never know when to expect it, because he is Scary Pool Party, and he is an enigma. So anyway, we're going to take a break and do a song break right now. And this song, I haven't played these songs a lot because they were given to me by somebody. But this song is actually from 2014. And I hope you enjoy it. It's an old song. And you can kind of hear that his voice has evolved since then. So enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. So, what did you think of that one? I love that song. It's one of my favorite of the Lost tracks that I have. And yeah, so I'm going to just cover some of the news going on around Scary Pool Party's friends because there's always a lot. He is around extremely creative people, and I am super grateful for that because I have rediscovered music because of Scary Pool Party, and that includes other artists. Twin Shadow, who's one of my favorite artists that I have discovered through Scary Pool Party and his mentor. He released a song called Almania. I thought it was Alemania. I have to admit, that's what I thought it was. That is not what it is. That was released on April 16th. He also announced that he has a new album coming out soon, which I'm super looking forward to because this is his third album, which I just assumed that he had way more albums than that, but he does have a new album coming out, so hopefully we're going to see that soon, and he's going to be a dad. This was announced, I caught it live on Instagram one night, and he was kind of drinking and announced that he was being a dad, and we were like, okay, not sure he was supposed to do that, but it was kind of funny and really cute. I'm going to play that song right now just so you guys can hear it, and because this song is this show is supposed to be about everybody and not just Alejandro, but kind of everybody in Alejandro's world. So I want to kind of promote the artists that are around him as well. So this song is called Alemania, and it's on YouTube, and any of the links when this is posted on YouTube will be in the description. For any of the stuff that I talk about, I will put links so that you can check it out. Okay, so this is Alemania by Twin Shadow. It's honestly beyond me how some of the people around him aren't like massive stars and like how he isn't. I don't know. It just really is. It kind of mystifies me sometimes. I don't totally get it. But anyway, we're going to move on. So Little Narnia hit 10,000 followers on Spotify, which is awesome. Love Little Narnia. I don't think it could have happened to a nicer guy. He is such a nice guy. Well, he seems like it. I don't really even know that much about him except that I love his voice. I think he has a very unique voice and kind of like Alejandro, and they used to say this about Alejandro all the time on American Idol, is that you know it's him. When I hear Little Narnia, I know it's Little Narnia. And I think that he has such a unique voice, and I love his style of music. I would absolutely go see him in concert. If I was in California and he was doing a show, I definitely would go see him because I do really enjoy his music. So I play him on Alt Nation a lot. And yeah, so I'm super excited about that. So Wires, we're going to talk about the band because the band, I think, first of all, I think it was Andy Prado in the video. I definitely think Max and Travis were there. Scary Pool Party was there. They all had kind of disguises on. I thought that was kind of cool. I like that. I like that it was, really dark and kind of this crazy robot game thing where they all had different outfits on. I don't know. But anyway, they have an album coming out soon, and I'm super happy about that. I feel like Wires, they put out a song that they did at the PPS audio visual show. I still don't know what the name of that song is. Like, I almost wish when they do these lives that they would like publish the song names, because there was one song that I loved, and I'm hoping that this new album, that song is on that album, because I really love that song and I don't even know the name of it. And I kind of have to go back because I don't remember the lyrics at this point. But I really hope that song is on there. So, shout out to all of them for their work on the video too. I think they get kind of passed up a lot in the hey praise column because they do back up Scary Pool Party, and they are all genius musicians in their own right, and I think they deserve the applause as well as Scary Pool Party. So yeah, so I was sad to see that Max's mom has breast cancer, and a lot of people may not know this, but I had breast cancer as well, and so it's a thing that I'm involved in Pennsylvania, and I do. It's a hard thing to fight. I can say that I was not very out about it when I had it. There were very few people that knew until after. I just wanted to keep it private. But that said, that's just who I am. But, Max's mom has a GoFundMe, and, it's really critically important to support people that have breast cancer because it is extremely draining, and insurance just doesn't pay for everything. And so you're stuck, and you have all this, and usually you're exhausted and you can't work. So, it's critically important to support friends and family that are going through this. Cancer is devastating in any rate, but if you can donate even a couple dollars to Max's mom's fight, I'm sure that it would be appreciated. They're at $5,000 now. They're trying to raise $10,000 towards her fight against cancer. So I am donating today. I'm going to, when I'm done recording the show, I will go donate it as well. So please, please, please donate. And, just give your support. I mean, Max, helps release some of our favorite music on the planet. And I would like to think that we could be there for him as well. And, just kind of show the support to SPP's good friend and bass player. So try to do that. The link will be in the description on YouTube, but before them, it is gofund.me/126C29AA. That's https://gofund.me/126C29AA. And like I said, you can find it on YouTube when I post that, and I will definitely post that, and I will post it on the group as well because, we need to support our friends. And even though he's not our friend, he is a friend of the guy we support, so I feel strongly about it. As far as Nothing Nowhere collaborates a lot, and he came to Philly, and I'm so bummed because I wanted to go see him, and the next time he is here, I will definitely go see Nothing Nowhere. I am a huge fan of his music now. I discovered him on Alt Nation, and then discovered that Scary Pool Party listens to him. So that was a nice surprise. I found the song Fake Friend, which I adored and didn't even know about Pain Factory and, of course, Universe, which came out. I had no idea they were friends until I saw that post. I was like, wow, okay. So Nothing Nowhere is collaborating with Stand Atlantic, and they released Death Wish, which is out now, and definitely will be on Alt Nation next week. So you want to check that out. I am going to play it. It does have a lot of cursing in it, so I have to kind of delete that out, but I don't mind doing that. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to come back and do the stats. And yeah, so thanks for listening today and joining us on Scary Music Party. And I'll be back after this break. So that was Death Wish by Stand Atlantic and collaborating with Nothing Nowhere. So I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I had to edit a lot out of that. In fact, I think that is the most I've ever had to edit a song. So that should tell you something. So we're going to move on to the Scary Pool Party stats. And I don't put a lot of stock in the stats, but I've been tracking them for so long. And actually now Katie Trin tracks them. And it's interesting to see how much has changed since he got off of American Idol 2 years ago. And, it's kind of like a crazy thing to look back and see the numbers and see all the music that's coming out. We've been tracking these I've been tracking these probably since 2019. Yeah, I have stuff that goes back to 8/28/2019. So literally week by week tracking all of his statistics. And, it changes and it grows and it falls and it's kind of chaotic sometimes, but it is what it is. And, it's just kind of a thing now. So we do it. So on Instagram, he did lose 433 followers this week, which is fine. It happens, and it is going down week by week. I think he loses less and less followers every week, so hopefully it will go back up at some point. I'm still waiting for that. It did happen briefly. It's happened twice in the 2 years that I've been following him that his numbers went up instead of down. So that's exciting when that happens. Twitter did go down again. Facebook stayed the same this week. Out on YouTube, his YouTube stayed the same. He's been holding at 158,000 for a couple weeks now. And his lead this week, as far as views, was Poison was kind of up there this week. And Poison might have it, actually. 859,000 views. Lots of stuff. 16,000. Room Full of Cards. Okay, so Room Full of Cards is the winner this week. It had 16,653 views for a total of 32,229 views in the second week that the video is out. So that video doing really well. Home is up to 106,000. Home's gaining fast on Spotify too, I might add. So that song is super popular on Spotify. And as far as exit form, the highest views this week was Tonight. Tonight consistently is up there on YouTube. So it is just one of those classic SPP heart songs that we all love. On Doom Hologram, the most views goes to Judas. Yay, Judas. Love that song. And on Los Angeles Universe this week, picking up a lot of views. So that up to 59,000 in total. All over, to this point, he had 41,000 views this week. He's had almost 7 million views on YouTube total streams. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. On Spotify, he gained 1,182 listeners and 148 followers. He's up to 95,000 followers. So hopefully that goes up and we reach 100,000 shortly. That would be amazing. I would love that. 10 years is up to 2.9 million streams. Fading Away is 2.7 million streams. Out Loud, of course, 7.4 million streams. Tonight, 1.5 million streams. The big winner this week on Spotify is Return to Sender with 58,000, almost 59,000 streams. So that song just killing it on Spotify. That song is up to 1.8 million streams, which is more than Tonight. So that just tells you the traction that he's getting with some of his new songs, which is amazing because we need that. And that song has not been out that long. So it is doing better than a song that has been out for a couple of years, which I think is a great trend. So we want to keep that going. And of course, SoundCloud's still hanging on. I still love SoundCloud. I will always love SoundCloud. So SoundCloud, gaining 8 followers this week, up to 8,814 followers on SoundCloud, and a total this week of 206,829 streams from all channels. So not too bad for this week. I like it. He's killing it. This week he had 165,000 streams on Spotify. He is at 20.9 million streams overall time. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, he's up there. He's definitely heavy duty when it comes to stats, and I think he has a following for it. So, it's great. And that brings us to the end of the show. I know, right? A whole hour, and it actually was kind of organized this week, and we had some stuff to talk about, so that was good. I will be back next week, and, you know, the format for the radio show is going to have music in it. On YouTube, I'm taking the music off because it's too much of a problem with the copyright and his team, and I just don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, the music will not be on YouTube. And you know, just look for the link though if you want to hear the songs that I'm playing in the show. That would be awesome. And hopefully I'll see you guys every week, right? Like, I think this will be a fun show and we'll get to watch a lot of stuff. So yeah, and I'm out of here. Have a great week. Shows are coming soon, and I will see you at the show. Bye!